What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Singing Cake Ladies YouTube channel. I am the Singing Cake Lady. Today we're going to be doing something simple, another simple recipe. We're going to be doing a pumpkin spice cupcake with cream cheese icing. Check me out. So what we need for this special, simple recipe. First thing we're going to need is we're going to need a half a cup of all-purpose flour. We're going to need 1/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, regular white sugar, 1/4 a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 of a cup of puréed pumpkin. This stuff right here. You're going to need 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. We're not using butter for this recipe, at least for the actual cake batter anyway. We need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and we need 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon of allspice, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Y'all know I love vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. That's what we need for the cake batter. So for the icing, we're gonna do 2/3 cups of powdered sugar, 4 tablespoons of salted butter, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. That's it, y'all. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna mix all of my dry ingredients together first. So I got my 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna put in my bowl. I got my 1/8 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna put that in. 1/2 teaspoon of powdered baking powder. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put in my nutmeg, my allspice, which remember I told you is 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I got 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice, and I'm doing 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. So we got our dry ingredients mixed together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir it in a little bit, kind of mix everything together, like so. And then I'm going to take my brown sugar and my white sugar. I'm going to mix that together. And I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in with it. Like so. Make sure I get all this oil out of here. Then I got my 1/4 of a cup of puréed pumpkin. So I'm going to add that in. This song that you're hearing play in the background, or that you're hearing play in the background, is Layla Hathaway. She did her own rendition of Angel, which was originally sang by Anita Baker. Okay, so we got our dry ingredients. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna mix my white sugar, brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and my puréed pumpkin. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my egg, 1 egg. And I'm gonna add it to that pumpkin mixture. Mix it up like so. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna, my pumpkin mix that I just mixed in this small bowl, I'm gonna transfer bowls over. And what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to mix my dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. Like so. So this is my puréed pumpkin, my white sugar, brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and all that stuff. We're ready to add in our dry ingredients. A little bit at a time, like so. So our wet ingredients. Last little bit of dry ingredients want to tip over on the low. Okay, y'all, so the last thing we need for this cupcake batter recipe is vanilla. So we're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm not going to mix that in with the mixer. I'm going to mix it in with my spatula. So we're going to do a teaspoon vanilla. What I did is I just used 2½ teaspoons, which equals what, children? 1/2. I meant 1 teaspoon. Duh. So why did I choose this recipe, y'all? We're moving into the season of Thanksgiving, being thankful, harvest time, whatever you want to call it. So Thanksgiving and Christmas are my favorite times of the year. Just a time where we can reflect on things that we're thankful for. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world today, y'all. A lot of things going on in our lives or whatever. But we got a lot to be thankful for. So that's pretty much why I came with this recipe, because it reminds me of what I'm thankful for, the things that I'm thankful for, the things that you should be thankful for. Okay, so back to the recipe. My pumpkin cupcake recipe. Pumpkin spice recipe. Okay, so we're ready to put our cupcake batter into our linings. We got 4, so we don't have a lot of batter. We're only doing enough for 4 cupcakes. I don't need to be eating all these cupcakes. Y'all been going out in the gym, working out, about to get ready to wait. The struggle is real, y'all, but I'm doing it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our filling inside the cupcake liners, and we're gonna bake them for about 15 or 19 minutes, depends on how your oven cooks, whether it cooks fast, slow. Remember I told you all ovens are not created equal. Okay, y'all, we got our timer set, oven timer set for 19 minutes. I added another line because I had a little bit extra cupcake batter. So we're gonna put it in the oven. I set it for 350. So the oven is set at 350, 19 minutes. In the oven we go. Okay, so while we're waiting on the cupcakes to finish baking, we're gonna go ahead and start on our cream cheese icing. So we got our 4 tablespoons of salted butter. I'm gonna mix that first to kind of soften it up a little bit. So now I'm gonna add my cream cheese in. Like so. Mix my butter in with it. Scoop it in together. And I'm gonna mix that together. Like so. So Layla Hathaway, her daddy was Donny Hathaway, which is one of my favorite singers. Him and Stevie Wonder, my favorite singers of all time. I need to go try to see her in one of her live concerts one day, because that's about the closest I'm going to get to seeing Donny. It's Layla. Okay, so we got our cream cheese and my butter mixed together. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my powdered sugar in a little bit at a time. Like so. So again, we're mixing the last little bit of powdered sugar in with the cream cheese and the butter. Like so. And the last step is we're going to add our vanilla in. So about 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla. That's probably more than 1/4, but y'all already know I love vanilla. So we're just mixing it together, mixing the vanilla in with the cream cheese. And voila, we're all done with that part. All right, y'all, so we got our cupcakes. They're done, cooled. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and ice it with the cream cheese icing, like so. Just enough. I'm going to garnish a little bit. I got some allspice seasoning. Like so. Just to make it look a little bit pretty. And I'm going to put it in my little bowl. Always count your blessings, because that's what you should always do. Regardless of what may be going on in your life. Bad, good, indifferent, whatever. Always count your blessings. And we're gonna check this bad buddy out. Look how moist it is. Look how moist that cupcake is. The pumpkin spice cupcake. Bonaparte. Now, you gotta have some eggnog to wash it down with. Bon appetit. Thankful, because that's what I am. Well, that's it for now, you guys. And I'm so glad we've had this time together. Just to make a treat and sing a song. Since we just got started, and before you know it, now it's time for me to say so long. So long for now from the Singing Cake Lady. Don't forget to be thankful and to be a blessing to somebody. Deuces. Mwah.